Hey, how have you been, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and welcome back to Supergirl. This time, it's here. Season 5 has officially begun. This week, all of the CWDC shows are returning for their, some for their final seasons, and some for returning newer seasons. And this time, it's all potentially going to go back to some sense of normal, at least for me. At least I can get everything out on time, hopefully, and actually maintain some sense of a schedule now that everything's back, and still just like playing like a 1% catch up with some stuff. But other than that, I am ready to go with all these new shows, and Batwoman started up as well, so I'm super excited to get into that. Yeah, Supergirl season 5, it started, episode 1, Event Horizon. So the last season ended off on what can definitely be described as a high note. We had Lex revealing Kara's secret of being Supergirl to Lena right before she killed him, and she did very much kill him. He showed her like a video footage of Kara using the same powers that Supergirl has been known to have, like a bit of super strength, like the heat vision and the freeze breath as well, like just a bunch of stuff. And then revealed to her that everyone in her life knows, all of her friends, even her own mother knows, but Lena is the only one that's been kept in the dark. And he had the like I said, he had the opportunity to reveal it to her in a really twisted and malicious way. He grabbed that opportunity by the bells and just squeezed the malice right out of it. I don't know if there's like a better analogy for that, but nothing comes to mind right now. But yeah, he revealed it to her. He revealed it all. So now she's distraught over finding out that her best friend has been keeping that a secret / lying about it to her for months on end, years even. And now it comes out of the mouth of the one person she distrusts the most, like her brother. And Lena killed him pretty well. Yeah, she put 2 shots into him, and then he revealed it, and then he died afterwards. So how we go forward from here, I do not know. If I mean, presumably Lena's going to give Kara multiple chances to actually come forward with the truth, and she's going to try, but then something's probably going to get in the way until Lena just full on bursts, like lashes out at Kara to like asking her why she didn't tell her beforehand. And then that's going to be a whole considered like assuming they do it right, it's going to be an interesting drama, like a plot line this season to see unfold, assuming they do it right. But that is not the only thing happening. I think we've got like some relationships in the mix as well. We've got Alex and Kelly getting it on this season. They sealed the deal with a kiss last season, and Kelly decided that the connection that she had with Alex, she didn't want to lose it because it's been a long time since she's actually been this open with someone. And they've been through like a lot last season, like Alex stuck by Kelly through the whole James and Harrenhal ordeal, and then Kelly stuck through Alex with the whole adoption ordeal that never really went through, but they were there for each other, and they know each other, and they care about each other. So this season, we see Alex getting a new love interest, so that's going to be really cool to see unfold. And Brainy and Nia, Brainy confessed his love to Nia in, I believe it was the last episode. Yeah, I believe it was the last episode. When she was like using her powers to activate the thingy in Shelly Island. But he confessed his love to her, so they've officially become a proper couple too. So a lot of love going around, and hopefully this season we can get some confirmation on Supercore too. Hopefully, assuming nothing goes too wrong with this season. But we have that stuff, and we had George, Ben and James both extracted the Harrenhal out of each other, so neither of them have any superpowers anymore, neither of them have any issues with anymore. But Ben has been imprisoned again, hopefully this time for good, and serving his full sentence, whatever it is. But George himself, he's outgrown his father's bigoted ideology, and he's now going forward with a message and an image of peace. He's going around promoting peace, and he's sticking with his friend Charlie, who's an alien. So he's using that to help promote a message of peace across National City, and actually encourage people to just be kinder and be better towards aliens, and to be better towards each other as well. So Yeah, that is pretty much all I have from the last one. So how this one started? I mean, well, no, we had some other stuff. We had a different Jean returning or something, like the Monitor. We saw a little bit of a cameo from him, and he opened up a portal for another Martian to walk through. One who looks eerily like Jean Jones himself, but apparently it's not, because the guy did say, "I'm coming for you, Jean Jones." So my theory, it's an alternate universe Jean. It's a Jean from another Earth. But then why, like, how he would know about Jean and why he's after Jean of our Earth, they would make no sense. And the Monitor never specified which Earth. He just told that alien, "You're on Earth." So he could be another surviving Martian that just happens to look like Jean. But why he's after him and who he is, we have yet to find out. But the Monitor is coming in early. So as we know, this year's crossover is the Crisis on Infinite Earths, the biggest crossover the CW DC universe has had to date, and it's going to have a lot of characters and undoubtedly a lot of story. So we've got that to look forward to too. But yeah, that is definitely all I have from the last one. So episode 1 of season 5, Event Horizon, it's finally here. Okay, I mean, I did not have to go through the pain of actually waiting months after the last one ended, like many of you did. I instead had the opportunity to use those months to actually catch up on what I missed. So I had the pleasure of actually jumping straight into this after that. So apologies for blaspheming, but regardless, it's here. So let's dive right in.
Always tell the truth. Always tell the truth. That's rich.
Miss Luther.
Oh, crap.
Everything all right?
Why so formal? You know? What? That you're a hypocrite who's been lying to me for years?
No, Lena, I didn't.
Whoa! Okay, this has to be a dream of some sort. That has to be some kind of... That is?
Virtual reality simulation.
Oh, it's a VR experience? Oh, crap.
I'm not a villain.
Of course not.
Supergirl. I just want her to experience the same hurt she inflicted on me.
Oh,
She will.
Oh, Lena, don't look, she had her reasons, okay? She wanted to protect you more than anything, and oh god, that is a good intro. That's a cool intro, nice and technological. But yeah, seriously, she didn't want to hurt you. Oh, her VR is everywhere?
And they can connect without saying a word. It's kind of like you and me. You guys are so cute, but those
they are.
lenses creep
So it's
me
like
out.
Google Glasses
Call
then,
me
because you wear those, you
when
just
the
look
restrictions
around
are
and whatever,
more
but
than
that got
just
shut
right.
down.
But you're doing all these other things when there's just one thing that you need to do.
Be honest and open before Lena beats the crap out of you in real life.
Put it off for so long. Who is the greatest movie villain of all time? Voldemort.
Thanos.
Impressively unhelpful.
Thanos.
I guess you'll just have to accept that I'm right. Hey, Brainy.
Bye, Mia.
Oh.
A handshake? Oh, Agent Dux, you got a long way to go.
I bought Catco. Actually,
Wait,
I
what?
bought the whole building, but Catco is the major acquisition. And I'm taking over as editor-in-chief.
She bought wait, Lena had cat. Oh, crapsicles. Whoa. Did she just bring a dinosaur to life? Did she just bring a
Finally, it's
Is National City gonna go Jurassic Park?
Is everything okay? When Andrea called, it was just too good an offer to pass up.
I had no idea. I completely understand.
No, this is because of this is her being salty because of the Supergirl thing. I mean, obviously, but
She is
still.
a brilliant. I was a coward. And I hope that you don't feel I've made you out to be too much of a fool by keeping you in the dark. No.
Oh
My best
god, the
friend.
saltiness.
I know,
Oh
once again
jeez.
proving that you are more virtuous than I am. But I never did purport to be a saint.
Yeah, dropping those hints, dropping the opportunities, dropping the opportunities.
I mean, how are you? How have you been?
Just
Can you get there?
You know,
damn it,
Lena, I'm so
Alex.
sorry.
Oh, the
A huge
dinosaur.
post for one of my articles.
Is this a Kryptonian dinosaur? Do you Jesus? Whoa. Oh, they got a rain poster too. That's cool.
So excited for this opportunity, Miss Rojas.
As you should be.
This is a
So this
special
has more
moment in
implications
time.
than just VR than
I'm
it can be used to
determined
actually
have
help
obsidian
people.
tech in every household within the year.
I keep my word.
So they've worked together before then. And here's a kid working with alien tech. Probably not a kid though. No, definitely not a kid. Oh, whoa.
this room. Look at this room.
Probably not a kid.
Readers want water cooler news. That's just fun to read and just as easy to digest.
So give them a section for that, but keep the important stuff in.
Pretty sure I can speak for everybody in the room. We will walk. This is not what we signed up for.
A journalist strike.
But it literally is. I'd hate to see such talent be driven permanently from the business. But if your heart isn't in it, let me know.
Also, if they leave from this contract,
Well,
then that
that's it.
means the news gets spread to other papers
Cheers to
as
the
well.
future.
Fan-friggin-tastic.
John, can you shapeshift and accept my award tonight?
Oh, yes, please. It's great fun to watch you do that.
Kara, no. You
He
are
does do
accepting.
some great impersonations of
And
people.
we're all gonna
I
be
still remember when he had to talk to
We'll
Lena
find
about
Lena
kissing
and
James.
face her the same exact way.
No, you can't just take over a storied news outlet and turn it into a pandering clickbait tabloid.
Actually, I can.
And here's where
Okay,
you
well,
threaten
you
that if I
shouldn't.
quit, you'll block me from the whole profession. When it comes to telling her the truth, I'm just frozen.
Because you actually
Why can't
care
I
about
do
Lena.
this?
You love
I know
Lena.
I've been hard on you. Do you mind if I steal your sister away for a dance?
No, of course she loves dancing.
No.
It does me great. I'm
Never
terrible.
seen Alex dance, actually. But I'm sure this is going to be slow dancing, you know, more romantic.
Celebrate this. For the next time you whip those off, your new suit will materialize.
Oh, that's cool.
Dematerialize as needed.
Oh, that's cool. So it's nanotech as well then. So it's all stored in the glasses and then they whip it off and then...
I saw how you risked your life to expose Lex's crimes.
I'm Supergirl.
She did it. She did it. She actually told her.
I've always been Supergirl. I was selfish and scared, and I didn't.
Please
know
don't be
what
too
to do.
angry, Lena. Please don't be too angry.
So I kept pretending. So sorry.
Oh god, she looks angry. She looks
I'm
angry.
so sorry.
Oh, wait, she finally did it. It was tense as shit, but she finally did it. She was gonna wait. She was gonna unveil Kara as Supergirl to Catco?
Always be my best friend.
I just received an alert from the DEO. Midnight is fully charged and on the move.
Where is
Oh crap. Of course, she's right here.
Supergirl?
Yeah. Oh, they can finally be open with one another. Ah, nanotech! Nanotech! On both sides, yeah? Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good!
Hands.
Yep! Then Guardian's back in the mix.
How do you guys change so fast?
Then Dreamer and Agent Docs. Super family to the rescue. Oh crap. Okay, there we go. Yep, restrain her. There we go. Restrain her. And shut that portal down. Oh crap. Oh, Jean's gone through. Oh, hang in there, Jean. Hang in there. Don't get torn apart. Don't get spaghettified. Don't get spaghettied. Can she do it? Can she do it? She can. She can. There we go. And there's this little girl, the one who brought Midnight through in the first place. She's not too
And you're
happy.
sure the server didn't go down?
Who is the greatest movie villain of all time?
Thanos.
That's easy. Hans
Thanos.
My heart.
Hans Gruber? Who the hell's Hans Gruber? I'm probably just really uncultured.
Hi guys. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
I've heard of Hans Gruber, but just don't know who the hell he actually is.
I've had plenty of romantic experience. I mean,
You
a
have?
lot, actually.
Oh, okay.
You do?
The truth is, you are the first person I have ever loved.
No.
You wanna know why I find Miranda?
That person who left me at the camp wasn't you.
To be fair, you were
are
rebooted and everything.
Caring and selfless. I want you to be able to fully be yourself with me. Do you want
Can't
that
take this, man. You guys are hurting my heart. In a good way, of course. Kiss the girl, Docs. There we go. There we go. First proper kiss, besides from the one in the hospital.
Don't pretend you don't recognize me, brother.
His brother?
You say you're my brother?
Whoa!
There can be no more secrets between us. I have to be in on everything.
You will be.
Nothing. Openness.
That's actually
Openness
why
and
I'm here.
closeness.
You know everything now?
She gets a watch. She gets a cool super watch. To cool. Oh, that's good. That's good.
All you have to do is call.
Once to get her to come, twice to get her to stay away.
When someone betrays us, we sting.
Oh, she's
But I have a calling,
still
Hope, and it's to fix mankind.
she's still
I never
salty.
thought Supergirl would, and I can use Supergirl to achieve my ends. That is easier to do if she believes there is trust.
Oh, Lena.
Load the
No.
simulation.
Lena,
Yes,
come on. I mean, thank you for punching me in the face, but seriously, come on. No, Lena. This is not the way to move forward. God damn it. Wow. One hell of a season opener. One hell of a season opener. So much I think, you know, with this, I think it definitely, I think with this being a way to like open up a new story, as a season should, it does a good job of like showing us where the characters are now, as well as all the new beginnings that that some of them are kind of embracing and going on, and you know, all the new problems they'll have to face, and you know, what's in store, again, as a season opener should. So with this one, we have Obsidian North, so a new company in the light that creates VR contact lenses that has more than just VR implications. I think Kelly is actually working with the medical side of it to actually help. I think she said it was to help treat dementia, or to help treat like mental health or something like that. I think she mentioned dementia. So the fact that this has implications like that shows that it goes a long way to do more than just give you literally a new perspective on life. Like, instead of just opening up coffee menus and whatnot, you can actually use it to, you know, aid yourself and aid your health. Which, ironically enough, technology, people don't really think like that kind of technology can do that. You know, people say, you know, some technology, use too much of it is bad for your health, which it can be, but then, you know, this technology is actually being used to help you. That's really cool, and Kelly as well. You know, seeing Alex and Kelly together is really, really good, and you know, like, you get those little background snippets and stuff of them like kissing, or them just being like close with one another, and them just really being soft as a whole. And it's good because like I clocked it for like a second, but it's like the way Alex was looking at Kelly when she was talking about the work she was doing with Obsidian North. It's like, you know, she looked at her just like she was her whole world, and that is just amazing. And it's those little background snippets that really adds to the character, I think, and shows that, you know, like this Alex and Kelly. I think the time jump, like Brainy said, has actually been a month. So that's a month that these characters have all had to actually adapt to new journeys and adapt to new kind of routes in life and whatnot. And especially with Alex and Kelly, that's a month that they've been together, a month that they've gotten to know each other one another even better. So it makes a lot of sense that we're seeing them this close now. So looking forward to a lot more between them. I think Danson, I saw it on Twitter, Danson is their ship name. Danson is their OTP name. Very, very fitting. Very fitting. Danson and Olsen, respectively, so that's very, very good. Looking forward to seeing some more Danson. And Brainy as well. Brainy, I think that I don't know what was going on with that. Like, talking, they were fine with it, but when it came to actually, you know, like PDA and stuff, like Brainy was was transforming the hugs and the everything else into smooth little handshakes and whatnot. So, you know, I think he made a point of saying that this wasn't his first romantic endeavor. He's had them before, and as you can tell, initially I was surprised, but now think about it, he is from the future, like the 53rd century, so many years from now, and that's plenty of time for him to have met other people since his own creation, and actually been involved with them. But Nienor is the only one, he said, the only one who he's actually genuinely loved. And he's so afraid of like how he treated her on Shelly Island after having been rebooted during his torture session, and having aligned himself with the more negative of his ancestral counterparts, that he's just afraid to be intimate with her or be any kind of close with her ever again. But Nia assured him that she is someone he can let his guard down around and be himself around, because that is who she wants to be with. So Brainy is being all soft and cute and bubbly, and I can't handle it. It's just too much. It's too much. This episode played with my heart so much. My heart is just it's beating. That's for sure. It's not pumping. Nothing high tension that much, but it's very much beating. But yeah, this in terms of love, there's a lot of love to go around in this episode. A lot of love, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of that getting pumped up during the rest of the season. But Brainier, yeah, so they have finally had their first official kiss, not something out of the blue, something they both knew was coming, something they both consented to and everything. Not that there was no consent the first time, but yeah, they both they both tied that knot, so that was really, really cool to see. Oh, Brainier's getting on. But yeah, so Brainier is done and dusted, as in together, not dusted as in snapped away. Kelly and Alex is really, really cool to see. So the AI, the VR thing, that's everywhere as well. It's not just with Lena. It's like that is a company that makes it publicly available, and they've got people in the company testing out different models and testing out different purposes, and they got the general public using it for every day. And again, it reminds me of the Google Glasses thing that you had, like with like I think it was like one side or like half a pair of like a pair of glasses but like cut in half. And then you could see that around the same that acted the same way that the Obsidian North thing does. But if I believe correctly, that thing was shut down due to user details being leaked, or user details that were meant to be private being visible to other people. So then that was just shut down and never opened again. So this one actually works out better than that one did. And this one's actual contact lenses as well, with Silver Eyes. So I mean, with this kind of tech, different interpretations I've seen show that this allows like more nefarious owners with nefarious agendas to take control of the population and all that stuff, and create a mindless army of slaves to do their bidding. But I'm sure they're not going to go down that path. I don't know. I mean, Andrea Rojas, I want to say she doesn't seem too villainous, because she doesn't, but at the same time, it's like she definitely has she has intentions that she's fine with other people not being a part of, in the sense that she's like, oh, if you don't agree with my methods or like my goals, then you know where the door is, but I'll make sure that you never get in anywhere else again. Like with her having come up with being the new owner of Catco, she's like, oh, we're going to monetize our content and make it enjoyable by giving readers all the juicy bits and all the good bits of the information, and letting them feast on that. So she is all about monetizing her content over giving a good quality story, which in self-explanation it gives off a very, very biased kind of viewpoint, which I mean. And it's like she like just for appearances. It's like just for appearances, she wants to keep up the whole kind of like good newspaper kind of reputation. But deep down, she does kind of want to turn it into like another tabloid agency and just make things go downhill that way. So that's that, and that's not going to work. But James did quit then. James did end up quitting because he didn't want to be a part of a paper that wouldn't let him write stories the way that he believed was true to the story and true to the people involved and true to the media as well, and most importantly true to the people. So so he's out of that contract. So she said that if they drop out of that contract, then that they'll never have another career in journalism. So I mean, I assume that means James himself can't become a photographer, because that's still in journalism. But with that one, he would just be taking the pictures while someone else writes the stories. So I don't know if he'd be comfortable with that, but and unless he ends up working for J.J. Jameson or something. But yeah, so I don't know what he's got up his sleeve, like what career path he's actually planning. I mean, it could be photography, it could be something else. Maybe he's going to start his own newspaper. I think that could be it. Like he starts his own newspaper. He's got enough experience to do it, and you know, like having Catco as a reference. I think like the way its reputation runs throughout the show and throughout Nashville City, I feel like that's a very, very big reference to have on your CV or on your resume. So yes, I think that could be it. He could be out to start his own newspaper that stays true to the story and to the people. Like that could be what his like staying true to his ideals of what journalism is and what it should be. So we'll see where that goes to. But yeah, Lena, she did exactly what I thought she would do. She dropped those hints. Like salt and pepper on seasoning food. But yeah, I mean, from the very beginning, she was like, "Oh, I didn't want there to be any secrets between us." You know, like I'm not that kind of a petty. I'm not that kind of like a secret keeping person. You know, we're best friends. We should have everything out in the open. So I was gonna tell you about selling Catco. Anything you want to tell me? Anything about wearing a cape and flying through the sky and, you know, yelling up and away like a Kryptonian girl? Anything about that, huh? But she didn't lay back on the saltiness. I mean, she really went in there with actually encouraging Kara to actually drop the truth bomb, which Kara did. Kara definitely did. She officially came out as Supergirl, officially revealed that she was Supergirl to Lena, and that scene, I gotta tell you, my heart had like a beat. Like there are very few times during TV shows and movies where my heart beats so hard I'm afraid it actually might jump out of my rib cage and just, you know, just jump out my body as a whole. But that scene was definitely one of them. That scene, oh boy, she officially revealed the truth to Kara about her being Supergirl and told her that, you know, for the entire time, she kept telling herself that she was doing it to protect her, and that she was doing it because she was afraid that she would hurt her best friend. But in the end, hurting her best friend is all that she ended up doing anyway, and she couldn't handle that anymore. So she wanted many opportunities in the past to tell her, and she had them, and she wanted to take them, but something always got in the way. So now she is finally clearing that air and actually telling Lena the truth about her being Supergirl. So that scene, just A+ from Melissa Benoist and Katie McGrath. A friggin' plus from both of those ladies. They really just knocked that scene clean out of the park. Knocked it out of the park. But yeah, that scene took me away. That scene took me off. Like, cause I was like, you know, oh, like, is it actually gonna happen? Because Kara literally met up with Lena just for like a last minute discussion. So I was like, this is going to be another opportunity. She's going to take it, and then, you know, or maybe someone's going to call Lena down, because like some guy did come up and say, "Oh, Miss Luther, you have 2 minutes before everything's about to start." So I thought that would happen before Kara got the chance to tell her, and then Lena would go down and get ready for the thing. But, you know, that was stress-inducing, but it was such a good release. It was such a good release of stress from myself, and without a doubt, stress for Kara herself as well, like her finally being open and honest with Lena, and actually just like venting as well. She wasn't just explaining why she held it back for so long, but she was actually venting it and telling her everything and getting it off her chest to the one person that mattered. So I am just super happy that she finally reached that point. Super proud of her for actually doing it. But where this leads now, I have no idea, because I feel like Supercore is under so much threat from this right now. I feel like Supercore is under so much threat, because that ending, like Lena saying, like, and the fact that Lena was about to expose Kara as well. Like, she was actually about to upload the pictures of Kara as Supergirl, or using those powers, Supergirl's powers, to the Catco server, to Andrea. Like, that would have been front page tabloid news. That would have been front page news for Catco. That would have gotten the clicks, and, you know, without a doubt, she would have passed it off as like Kara hiding the secret for nefarious reasons, and being like, oh, what more does Supergirl have to hide? Is she a friend? Is she a foe? Or is she a bird playing something? One of the above. but at the last minute, but thanks to Kara's honesty in that last minute, she did realize that, you know, she wants to hurt Kara still. She wants to hurt Supergirl. Well, now that they're both the same person, she doesn't really have to pick or choose. But she still wants to hurt Kara, but in a much deeper way. I think, like for her, like exposing her to Catco is too easy, maybe, or just not really too simple. It's too simple. Like she wants to make her like she said she wants to make her feel the same hurt that Lena did for all those years, not knowing the truth. So I'm afraid of what Lena might do to Kara. I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid of what Lena might do to Kara because, I mean, obviously she's not gonna actually put her, like all the punching and the kicking and stuff she's getting out of the way through her VR, like you know, replaying the same, presumably replaying the same Kara, like Supergirl saving the kids from the bus scene, and then just punching her out and then punching her through into the bus and then making her blow up and all that sort of stuff. So without a doubt, she is planning out a kind of like maybe a revenge thing, or maybe like, you know, like something to get back at her. But I don't know. I mean, I don't blame Lena for being hurt. I really don't. I don't think anyone in this fandom does. But also, you know, like she's very justified in how hurt she feels. She's very, like, don't get me wrong. I think she's very, very truly justified in how she feels. She was lied to and kept in the dark for months, and you know. She even made the point of saying, like, Supergirl, someone who judged her on the basis of her last name, was more helpful to her at times than Kara was, and now she knows that it's because, you know, because Kara was keeping that secret from her. She had to be in two places. She had to be in one place at one time, whilst one side of her was hidden away. So now, how she approaches that kind of future is up for grabs. But damn, I do not have good feelings about this, because Lena sounds very, very hurt, and like she's doing all of this out of like releasing her pain, but not just releasing her pain, but actually getting back at Supergirl for having hid that from her. And actually, you know, again, she wants to make Kara feel the same hurt that she did, but to what extent is what I'm wondering. Like, is she actually going to try and build a suit to beat her? I don't think so. Is she going to mentally hurt her? Possibly. I don't, like, again, I'm not trying, like she's not a villain. I'm not trying to villainize her. I don't think anyone would try and villainize her, but she is intent on actually, you know, wanting to make Kara, like, know how she felt and understand how she felt during all this time, because Supergirl was keeping that secret from her during times when Lena was already being betrayed by other people and being questioned by other people, and also just going through a stress-inducing time overall, like with the whole Sam thing. That was like she had the responsibility of saving Sam. Then in this season, like, she was stabbed in the back by Eve. She was stabbed in the back by her own brother, which isn't even really surprising. But Kara is the last person she would expect to actually put that kind of pain on her. And now, you know, she wants it, like, best friend or not, she wants her to know what it feels like, which does sound kind of villainous, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, but we will see where that future ends up. We will see where that path leads to. But she does have a new AI assistant in the form of Hope, which is looks like a kind of like an infinity symbol, kind of like one of those hourglasses with the sand in it, but it's more technological. So she is basically the Iron Woman of Supergirl. Like, she's the one with the tech. She's built the suits. She's never worn a suit herself, but she knows her science. She knows her, like, her company. She's a multi-millionaire. You know, she's built all these suits, and she has an AI assistant. She is basically the Iron Woman of the CW DC universe at this point. I mean, kind of, no, actually, no, of Supergirl. But, you know, that's actually really cool to see that she actually has that AI assistant. So that makes me wonder what happened to her last assistant then, the human one. Like, I mean, maybe she quit, because I honestly can't handle, like, that one betraying her too. Maybe drinking her, like, maybe ordering Lena's coffee but then drinking it accidentally on the way. But I don't know. But she, I mean, or maybe she still has that human assistant around, but with this one, I mean, she said, you know, so she said something about technology and people and trusting one more than the other, or something along those lines, I think, earlier in the episode. But, you know, that could be it. I mean, with AI, like with that kind of language interface, it responds to you how you program it to respond. You give it a set of like instructions to follow, and you even write a personality for it, and it follows that personality to the dot, unless it becomes self-aware and goes all Ultron on everyone. But I don't think that's going to happen with Hope, or at least I hope not. Pun not intended. But yeah, Hope is her new AI assistant who actually was going to help her upload the image of Kara to the Catco server, but then questioned why she didn't do it in the end. So I feel like part of this AI is Luthor style. Part of it is Luthor style. Like it will help her do like harmful things or hateful things, but Lena, whether or not she actually does that is we have to wait and see how that stuff unfolds. But that's cool. Kara receiving the Pulitzer Prize, and which goes to show just how strong her human side is. Her human side, which actually has a day job and actually lives somewhat of a normal life and fights for the truth in ways that Supergirl can't. So her receiving the Pulitzer Prize, I think I believe that was for her article on Lex Luthor in the last season, which is very well deserved, and I'm super proud of her for achieving that as well. That is really, really cool to see. But I mean, again, it is also a much